English.
Yeah,
okay.
sure.
I'm very happy to meet you.
By next season, I will give you all the interviews in French, for sure. I'm learning French.
Yes. Vous parlez un peu français? Un petit peu?
Yeah.
C'est cool, but let's go in English. Come on.
I can say, je m'appelle
Vous parlez
Rahul.
français?
Yeah, bit.
Okay, so next time we will have an interview with Rahul Mishra in French, but today we speak in English.
Yeah.
William Arlotti for the Fashion Post. You know, there is an emotional dimension in your show, because while the models were walking, nobody speak, the eyes still open, you know, like a little child discovering something extremely beautiful. I would like to know the link between the music of the show and your collection, because, you know, music contribute to create an amazing atmosphere. Why you go on this direction for the music?
I tell you, for me, music creates my collection. I have been listening to all these 4 tracks when I was sketching my collection. When I was stitching these garments, these tracks kept on playing with us in our headphone.
Yeah.
So it was an obvious choice. I always play music which I keep listening when I'm designing collection, because I always believe that the entire poetry which you create, like it's a very famous quote by Robin Williams from Dead Poets Society, where he says that we don't read or write poetry because it's cute. We read and write poetry because we are passionate and we are a part of human race and we are very emotional. I would say you can't create design if you're not emotional, and it's all about working on all senses. I think music is the light, the mood, the walk, the pace. Everything is most important for us, and we start with music when we go onto our drawing board.
Okay, great confidence. On my point of view, I felt 3 directions inside your inspiration. There is the Art Deco dimension. There is a modernity between your origin and the Parisian touch. And moreover, you know, in Lyon, there is the silk industry with all of the Indian. It's about the details of the print and the embroidery and all your expertise in this technique. Could you tell me what is the mood and what is the direction of your collection? I know that you work on the line and the shape, but what is the direction for this collection?
I always like my collection always evolves. Like where I leave my last collection, I take that point and start the next collection, because evolution cannot be disjointed. Evolution has to have a connect. So for me, I have won the Woolmark Prize last season at Milan Fashion Week. So the geometry, the entire metamorphosis, the entire progressive graphics and everything which you see in the collection, that was somewhere which I evolved from there, simplified and put into this range. And the newness which is brought with floral detailing and all that, I guess this is the point where I want to leave this collection. I would explore this idea further for next season and take it to next level. So the entire dimension behind floral, and for me, design is very, very important in terms of evolution of any brand. So for me, my last season's work is equally important as what I'm planning for next season between every collection. So I guess that's why you can see 2 very distinct inspirations in the collection. And at the same time, when we play around with a lot of complexity of embroideries, a lot of complexity of like detailing, graphics, modernity, I just try to make it look very simple and lightweight. And this is what has been our brand philosophy, our focus. How can you make detail look really light on eyes? And this is what we wanted to do.
Yes, moreover, there is a signature. It's your signature.
Yeah.
I have the feeling that the fabrics is like a second skin. And sometimes you have nice catching on the shoulders, and you play with transparency, opacity, and it's like a tattoo, you know? It's like a second tattoo. Like in Tahiti, where people try to tell a story by writing on the skin. Is it your story? Is it your process? Is it quite similar?
I tell you, I get a lot of inspiration from graphic designers, from architect. A lot of inspiration comes from natural forms also. Some of the undiscovered forms which I see naturally. Sometimes a lot of inspiration comes from very old traditional craft. So I would say inspiration can come from anywhere, but my style, which happens to be, is I love playing with duality. Like when you see geometry, but at the same time you will see some florals happening. When you see a kind of perfectness, but I really want to leave it slightly imperfect whenever I work with them, because I think most beautiful thing is imperfection. If everything's perfect, then I guess this world is going to be stale. I think world cannot be described beautiful if it's not imperfect. So I love imperfection. So that is why you'll see that there's a lot of synergy. If I'm playing with florals, then I'm going to restrict my entire silhouette, because floral always go really well when you have very flowy fabric, when you have a lot of chiffon happening and all that. Particularly, I feel that this is something which doesn't stand for brand. I would love to restrict things when they are supposed to, flow out and become rather more fluid. And solid things, I love to create them into floral kind of look and all that. That has been one of our signature style, and we are evolving. We are learning every day. So, I think I'm learning every day. So
congratulations, because that's the part of invisible in the creation, and moreover, as a unique artist, you have your obsession, imperfection, and from this imperfection came creation. Rahul, congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
And see you next season. C'était William Arlotti pour le Fashion Post. Merci beaucoup. Merci.
Merci.
Thank you.
Merci.
Thank you so much.